All right, what is good, guys? Welcome to another episode, another video of the Per Sources podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is a Commanders fan in Texas coming to you to speak about the current uh, updates, current news of the Washington Commanders. We're going to speak about some injuries to some key players. We're going to talk about the new hires in the front office that the Commanders made. But first of all, I want to start off with Jayden Daniels. Uh, the news that came out that Jayden Daniels leads all NFC quarterbacks in Pro Bowl voting. So congratulations to Jayden Daniels. That means that more than likely he will be a Pro Bowl quarterback as a rookie. And this is a little bit of karma, or not karma, excuse me, deja vu. If y'all remember with Robert Griffin III, he was a second overall pick like Jayden Daniels, and he made a Pro Bowl. He made the Pro Bowl, excuse me, his rookie year after a really spectacular season. I would say in similar fashion, both with his arm and with his legs, just like Jayden Daniels has been doing this season with his arm and with his legs. But yeah, it's a good feeling. It is a really a positive vibe, positive energy when you see your quarterback has really put in the work and is being rewarded for his performances all season. Uh, we all know the electric plays that Jayden Daniels can do. Really, having a franchise quarterback can also do for a franchise, and we saw that last season it was not a good one for us. So shout out to Jayden Daniels. He put in the work. He's getting the results. He's being a leader. His teammates recognize that the NFL and the fans of the NFL, not just the Commanders, are giving him his props, and so well deserved. Well deserved. I think he will end up being in the Pro Bowl, just depending on how the playoffs and the last few weeks of the season go. But it's good to have that check mark in his resume that he is a Pro Bowl player. Some other players that are doing really good in the Pro Bowl voting. Terry McLaurin, fourth among wide receivers. Congratulations to Terry, and shout out to Terry because I've said this in my previous videos. If one person deserves this type of season that is happening this year with the Commanders, it is Terry McLaurin because he's been through a lot. He's been through a lot of losing seasons. He's been through a lot of mediocrity. Excuse me. He's been through a lot of bullshit, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of tension, drama, just a lot of things that could drive a superstar player like Terry McLaurin away from a franchise. Maybe he could have even maybe requested a trade or something like that. We've seen that from other star wide receivers, but Terry McLaurin has always kept a positive attitude, always been a trooper, always been remain loyal to the franchise, and I think us fans really need to show him that love that Terry McLaurin has always shown the franchise. Um, Other players, Tyler Biadasz, the center that we acquired, I believe he came over from the Cowboys. Some of y'all can correct me if that is not correct, but I think he came from the Cowboys. He's really killing it on the offensive line, opening those holes for the running game, really allowing Jayden to have the time in the pocket that he needs to make the decisions downfield, uh, and being that leader in the locker room and for the offensive line. You know, room or office, you want to call it. He's really leading those boys to some spectacular performances. Also being a mentor. Bobby Wagner, of course, the captain, the leader, the chief. What would you call it? Chief of staff, or yeah, he's just that 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 general. I guess you could call it that general of that defense. Dante Fowler, fifth among outside linebackers. I think if you're in the top five, maybe top 10, but for sure top five in Pro Bowl voting, I think you'll make it. Just because at the end of the season, a lot of players will not go to the Pro Bowl. So a lot of these guys, I do foresee them making it. But Bobby Wagner, Dante Fowler doing a great job this year coming over from the Cowboys following Dan Quinn. Shout out to him. He's really brought the pressure that we needed. Um, During that 3-game losing skid, he did kind of dwindle in his production, but I think he'll be all right. So he's given us that pass rush production that we needed with the loss of Montez Sweat and Chase Young, and I think they've given us more than the pass rush production that was here with those guys. So shout out to him. Frankie Louisville being a beast out there all over the field, passing game, running game, pass rushing, shedding the blocks, dipping under offensive linemen, taking on head-to-head offensive linemen that are bigger than him, covering tight ends, covering running backs, getting in the way when he's in zone coverage. All around special player, and what cannot be recognized enough is his leadership in the locker room and the way he gets guys fired up in the locker room. We needed that last year. We were missing a lot of dogs. Go check out my video that I made, the very first video that I made that motivated me to get this channel started, where I say we needed dogs in the locker room, guys that get their locker room going. That's exactly what Frankie Louisville has brought to this franchise and has rejuvenated that locker room and gets the guys to play with energy. Jeremy Chin, he's been hitting out there, and he's had some good plays in coverage. Obviously, he has had some bad plays when it comes to passing defense. Against the Cowboys, against the Steelers, he got burned on some. But overall, I think he's been that run support safety, but also that pass defending safety that we also needed in the back end. Jeremy Reeves, special teams. He's been to a Pro Bowl for special teams before. He's a leader in that locker room. People love Jeremy Reeves in the Washington Commanders franchise. So shout out to Jeremy Reeves. He's been here for a while. He was here when Ron Rivera was here. He played through the bullshit. And whenever he needs to be out there or be inserted into the game, he's always ready to go, makes plays. So shout out to them. So with that said, I do want to move to some injury news. So you see it here, kind of here in the headline of this side article. Commanders running back Austin Ekeler. Austin Ekeler didn't release or spoke to the media regarding his concussion injury that he suffered against the Cowboys. He was placed in IR, so we will not see him for the rest of the regular season. I'm not sure how it works, if he can come off the IR, if we are able to make the playoffs. But he did mention that he has suffered some memory loss, and he does have some neck pain due to the hit that he took and the injury that hit caused. So he's still in the concussion protocol, but it is kind of scary to hear that Austin Ekeler, a Pro Bowl, All-Pro running back, has suffered some memory loss due to a hit. I think if Austin Ekeler does make a full recovery and is able to come back, I would like for him not to be in the kick return game anymore, unless we really need him in like key situations where we need to tie a game or take the lead with like a few minutes left. We don't have like those special situations. I could see him. It will be okay for him to be returning kicks, but other than that, the presence that he brings to the running back locker room, but also his performance on the field is special. He's really that perfect second punch or 1-2 punch combination with Brian Robinson. And so we really need Austin Ekeler out there and available. So I hope he makes a full recovery. Shout out to him. He's really been playing hard this year for us. Marshawn Lattimore is expected to play against the Saints when we come off the bye. I'm excited to see that because we need players like Marshawn, all pros, those dogs, for that last stretch of the season. The last stretch of the season where we're battling for playoff contention. So we need all the troops that we can get, especially those special players. We need as many of those that can play, so that we can have the best opportunities to win and eventually make the playoffs. I do want to move now to the last topic of today's video, is that the Washington Commanders recently made a hire at president. So our new team president will be former Campbell's CEO Mark Klaus. We all know Campbell's from Campbell's Soup. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen the commercials. I believe is with Kelsey, the brother of Jason of the tight end. I think it's Travis Kelsey or something. Yeah, Jason Kelsey is the Kelsey that does the Campbell's Soup commercials. You've also seen McNabb in those commercials, but he was the former CEO of Campbell's Soup, former Marine, a former military veteran. So, I mean, he's done good for himself. He's led Campbell's Soup to successful year after year. What would you say? Successful business years. So we'll see what he does. He does replace, I believe it's Jason Wright. The former team president. Jason Wright really irked me because he sounded a lot like a wannabe politician. Kind of with this fake smile, trying to sound, unpartisan. And I mean, I just don't like it. Just came off to me as fake. Jason Wright did. So I'm hoping to see the gentleman, the new president will not start until January. So I'm excited to see. I want to know what he's about. Wanted to see what he can do, and the fans should give him a chance, and then the results will speak for themselves if he's good or not. But Josh Harris has made good decisions when it comes to the front office so far, so I think this will be another good decision. But that's it for today for me. Leave your comments down below. Subscribe. Tell me what you wanted me to talk about next. What do you all think about the new hires, the injuries? What do you all see as some of the key factors for us to make the playoffs in these last few games of the season? Do y'all even think that we will make the playoffs? Leave